Hello, student. Today we are going to start our laboratory practice sessions. But before begins the sessions, I have to introduce. You are able to see that this is an Excel file, right? So it is an Excel workbook. I am using actually an application in my mobile app phone. So you go to your Play Store from your mobile Play Store and search for Excel. You are able to find out a application Excel. So you downloaded it and then you have to go for a particular this book and you continue like you have done in Word. So today we will begin the lab practice workbook. Okay, the first one that we have in our questions paper, that is, consider the worksheets given below. The prices of all items have increased. Display the increase in the price in another column. So the first thing first we have to do, from your recent option we will collect a blank workbook and we will start this one. Okay, so first it is written item, then it is old price, new price, next is increase in price. Check the increase in prices doesn't fit in a one cell, right? So what you have to do, you can select this one and drag in this way, then it can be fitted. Okay, so we have done this editing part of writing the name. Now you have to put the items. What are the fill the table? Item 1, the old price of item 1 is 25,000. New price is 50,000. It is 5,000 only. 17,000. So here it is 17,500. So we have prepared the whole table that we have required, but we have not done the increase price. How to increase price? So whenever in Excel you are going for a calculation, you must remember that if you don't put equals to symbol, then if you are choosing, if you are writing the formula also, it will not work. So first of all, if you are using any kind of a Excel formulation, the first step is to put the equals to sign. Otherwise nobody can understand that you are, actually Excel file cannot understand that you are doing what. So then you will go for the selections one. So if you select this one, so old price is there, new price is there. So if you want to know the increase in price, so what you have to do, we have to subtract the old price from the new price. So for this reason I have to choose the first the new price. After choosing the new price, we have to mention the sum, that is a subtraction or addition. Then we will go for the next one, that is C2 minus B2. If you are done, then put equals to sign, then you are able to find out that is 22,500 is the increment. So for the next one also I am doing in the same way. Okay, put equals to, next under this you have to choose this one. Okay, very good. Okay, next is minus, you give, next is this one, enter. So you are getting the value. For the last one also I'm doing the same. I'm choosing this one, choosing this one, then go for the minus. Okay, I choose this one, click OK. Next go for this one for minus, then this one. So we have done, you have changed, you have seen that changes are there. So for each and every cell we have to do such calculation, right? But in Excel there is a prohibition. In MS Excel there is a prohibition that if you done the calculation one time and you can repeat, it means why you can repeat, suppose the formulation is same, if the calculation formula that you're gonna apply, if it is same and the column name it is changing, column number it is changing, then what you have to do, after doing one calculation only one time, you can apply relative cell references. If you apply relative cell references, then automatically the column name will be changed and formula will be remain same, and you will get back the result, okay, as a desired result. So I'm showing you, I have done the formulation for the first, I am erasing the last one, second last and the last one. I'm showing you the how relative cell references actually operating. So you will select the first one. Okay, as soon as you select the first one, then you are have to find out in the corner, if you are doing in computer, there is a plus symbol, that is file handle and symbol will come, and you will drag that, then you are able to find out that automatically value has been come. So but here, after choosing this, you click on the option called field. Whenever now this is working as a file handler, and you will put the value, now you are able to see that is again the same value has come. If you go for the checking for the equation, we have done C2 minus B2 for the very first time, but for this one C3 minus B3 we have not done, automatically his has been calculated. C4 minus B4, this is also automatically been calculated over here. So this is actually using a relative references. You can go for use after one calculation, you can go for a relative cell references. Otherwise you can do the calculations multiple number of times, okay. Whichever you prefer, you can go for it, okay. So that is using cell references we can do this. um, Now while typing, again I'm telling you, then while we are writing any kind of a formula or anything, please remember that giving equals to symbol, giving equals to symbol is a mandatory work. If you are not giving equals to symbol, then it will not work, okay. So generally if you do want to any kind of a basic operations, you have to put equals to, if the functions that is already existing, if you want to apply that one, for that also you need the equals to symbol, otherwise formulation cannot be formed, okay. I hope this lab practice session is helpful to you, you have understood the content. Thank you, student.